We are live at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona for Week 3 preseason action in which the Cincinnati Bengals come into town to take on the Cardinals, and time is starting to run out for many of the guys on the field today. For the Bengals, they have been looking for the pieces to get them past their division rival Ravens, who found themselves as the top team in the AFC a year ago, and their focus has been to improve their defense that failed them many times throughout the prior year. And for the Cards, they have been looking to retool themselves and potentially add a few more plans of attack to take the one step they have left, as they were 4 points shy of bringing home the Super Bowl title in their last playoff run. But while today is about the overall improvement of the teams involved and deciding what new wrinkles they can add to the game plan, it is also about all the players who are fighting for the final roster spots as we approach roster cuts. In 1 week's time, every team must bring their roster size down to 53. So who will grab the attention of the front office and guarantee themselves a spot on both of these playoff contenders? It is just about time to find out, as the kickoff teams are set and ready to go. And in just a moment, our game is on. McPherson kicks us off. Patterson back to receive. He takes out from the 2, up the right side, turned inside before being spun down by Summers. And that will bring out the Arizona offense to start the day. And they are, of course, led out by none other than Kyler Murray, their franchise QB, who brought them all the way to the Super Bowl just a season ago. And after a rough first preseason game, he had a much better one a week ago. And now they look to put on the finishing touches heading into the regular season. They start on the 20. Hollywood and Moore the receivers, Patterson the back. Snap. Handoff. And he is quickly pulled down behind by DJ Reader on the initial play of the game. So they end up getting 2 on that carry. 2nd and 8 now. Murray gets patient. Rifles middle, and it's knocked down. Big play there by Jermaine Pratt to cut off the target man. That gives us a very quick 3rd down, needing 8 to avoid the 3 and out. Ball is snapped. He fires middle. Connor lays out but cannot bring it in. A nice throw from Murray gives him a shot at leading it away from the defenders, but he just could not secure the catch. So, out comes Hawk for the punt. Standing on the 7. He boots it away. Jones back to receive. He takes from the 30 and steps up and swiftly dropped by Verrett. And now the Cincinnati offense gets their first crack of the day, and that means their quarterback in Joe Burrow now enters the fray. After making it to the Super Bowl themselves just 2 seasons ago, he now has a new mission to focus on before getting back to the big game, and that is leading this team to reclaim the division throne from none other than the dynamic Baltimore Ravens. They start on the 36, going empty, bunch set right. Burrow dumps to Baker, who breaks the tackle towards the marker. He falls forward, and they wasted no time getting the rookie tight end Tremont Baker involved, and it pays off in an immediate first down to move the chains. 11 yards on the first play, 3 yards shy of midfield. Give to Mix, no play action. Slings it right. He has Chase, who breaks away from Barrett and turns upfield down the sideline and finally pushed out short of the 25. And in case anyone was wondering, the LSU connection between Burrow and Chase is still alive and well. Burrow looks off the coverage and then puts a perfect ball in stride for Chase, who uses his speed to escape the defenders to create the big play. Another 27 through the air. Burrow back under center. Now to Mix, another play action, and he goes down. That is a sack on the play for the 2nd overall pick, Michael Allison. And we'll have to see if that by any way halts this offense's momentum, as he was not fooled at all by the play action fake. If you see here, he kept eyes on the ball the entire way through the play, and he got home just too fast for Burrow to have any option to get it away, and he's forced to eat the big loss. So they end up losing 7 on the play, backed up to the 32. They snap. Burrow, standing tall, tosses left, hits him, and he's in! Touchdown, Bengals! And they spit in the face of that sack as they immediately come back and cap off a phenomenal first drive for them by tossing in the first score of the game to the former Bronco Tim Patrick. And what a throw this was, matched up with Williams. Burrow puts the perfect arc on this ball to get it just over him and Patrick to bring it in, and tumbles his way across the line for the initial score of the game. And the sideline is used to seeing stuff like that from Burrow. McPherson for the point after. His kick is up and good. And in just 4 plays, Cincinnati travels 64 yards to take the early 7-0 lead on the road against the defending NFC champions. Cardinals back with the ball now, starting on the 28, looking to respond. They give to Connor. Cuts up the middle. Has space across the marker as he's fought down by multiple defenders. But there's a Bengal down in the play. And it's their young corner, Cam Taylor-Britt. and he'll get checked out on the sideline after that one. They get 12 on the carry, now up to the 40. It's a stretch right. Connor gets wide, has blocks, across the marker again, and wrestled out of bounds by Rapp near the Bengal 45. And we've heard all the whispers. This game is more important for James Conner than maybe anyone else on the roster. Another 16 on the ground. Now it's enemy territory. Murray gets, fires middle, has Rafano, who holds on through the immediate hit for the completion. And this is such a young team, and they've only gotten younger as they loaded up with a lot of talent from the draft this year. They get 5 on the grab, up to the 39. Give to Khan, no, play action, sets, dumps left for Rafano, fighting forward as he's dragged down by Joseph. And that will make this a much easier third down. It will get them to a 3rd and 1 from the 35 on the edge of field goal range. They give to the fullback, across the marker, bursting through, cuts it left, goes a stiff arm and finally meets the dirt after crossing the 20. A huge play from the fullback as there is a Cardinal down, and it's the preseason standout Chase Allen, and it looks like he'll be taken to the back to be evaluated there. Incredible 18 yards on the give to Arma, now into the red zone. Ball is snapped. He slings it left. He has McBride, who is bowled over by Wilson, but he holds on to complete the catch. His first grab does go for 2. 2nd and 8 now. Snap. Rifles right. Has him again. And he's in. Touchdown Cardinals. And just like that out of nowhere, their young star tight end, Trey McBride, picks up 2 quick receptions and finds his way into the end zone to move this game right back level, pending the point after to come. And this is why you can't get free releases against this team. Just no one set to press him. He lines up in the gap of defenders, and Murray squeezes it in, and it ends in them adding 6. Phenomenal play there, and we are now hearing the injury to Allen is a torn labrum, and that will officially bring an end to his preseason. So with that, now here is Garfield for the point after. His kick is up, and it is good. And not as quickly as their opposition, but in just 7 plays, the Cards travel 74 yards themselves to knock this game back level at 7-all. So that means Cincy is back on offense, starting on the 25, looking to take the lead right back. Burrow gets, rifles right, and he has Higgins, who was tackled down on the spot by Sanders. And that will be his first contribution of the day. They do get 6 on the grab, up to the 31. Give to Mix, no, play action. Fires middle, he finds Higgins again. And he breaks one, but can't escape the second as he is fought down short of the 50. And right now, Burrow is picking and choosing how and where he wants to carve up this Cardinals secondary. And there's absolutely nothing they can do about it. What made this even more impressive was that it was an off-balance throw from Burrow that he got in there, and then Higgins fights for just a little extra. Another 17 through the air, now they go split back. Give to Evan, no, play action. Fires middle, another for Higgins, and he's quickly wrestled down by a horde of defenders, and just like that, his first 3 catches of the day come all in a row. Now it's enemy territory, 2nd and 4. They snap. Slings it right. And Chase brings in a tough grab with Marco all over him, and they say he got just enough. So that will be another first down grab from Chase to move the chains. 4.5 minutes left in the corner. 5th straight pass call. Burrow takes off right, drifting back. Huff closing, and he goes down. That is a sack on the play for what would have been the Super Bowl MVP had they won. Bryce Huff just never gave up on this one. Burrow tried his best to buy time by escaping the pocket, but nothing opened up downfield, and he really should have just threw this one away. But instead, they end up losing 15 yards on the sack, backed up to their own 44. Now they give to Mix. No, another play action. Huff breaks through, sidesteps and throws it away. He just barely avoided a 2nd straight sack from Huff there. So now we have a big one, facing a 3rd and 25. If they get close, they could still try a field goal. Snap. It's a screen. Gets to Mixon. Only one blocker gets out in front. Trucks over Rep, but that's all he can muster as he's wrapped up by Thompson near the 50. And he gave his best effort on his first touch, but they will be forced to punt this one back. So out comes Brad Robbins standing on the 37. He boots it away. And this is definitely not his best one. This will fly out of bounds quickly. Marked out at the 26. And the Cardinal offense got lucky that poor punt saves them from dealing with tough field position. Let's see what they can do with it here. They start the drive with Murray under center. Connor the lone back. Bunch set left. Murray drops back. Looking. Hit as he throws. And this one hits the dirt. A very nice push from Trey Hendrickson to ruin that pass attempt there. Moving to 2nd down. Now they go offset I. Hand off Connor. Pushing up the middle. And he is ripped down by Hill. and that will go down as a short gain on the run call. So now we have a third down, needing 8 to convert to avoid the 3 and out. Murray gets floating back, rifles right. He finds McBride across the marker and is driven down after crossing the 40. Big time connection between the two as they save the drive and allow themselves to continue moving down the field. This looked like a missed assignment because he was wide open off of his break. And with that, they get 13 yards on the reception. Now a new set of downs for Arizona. They give to Connor, avoids one, turns it up, met, and powering forward, and the extra effort gets him enough to move the sticks yet again. He is proving his worth here in this first quarter of play. They end up getting 11 on the run, now into enemy territory. Ball is snapped. Decides to unload, deep right for Wilson. He comes down with it, brought down inside the 10, and a very quiet preseason thus far from him. But this is why the second-year receiver is so incredibly dangerous for them in deep ball situations. He beat Awuzie off the line, and with his size, they like his chances going up one-on-one against basically anybody in the league. So with that, a massive 41 on the catch. Now it's 1st and goal. From the 8, staying pass, Murray steps up through the middle, weaves in, and he's in! Touchdown Cardinals! And Kyler Murray makes some magic as our opening quarter nears its conclusion as he gives them their first lead of the game with a heads-up scramble. And this is why he is such a dual-threat ability, is such a weapon for them. He recognized the man coverage quick, and with perfect timing hit the gap his crawlers created, and it ended in him crossing the goal line for 6. Garfield for the point after. His kick is up and good. And now it is the home squad who takes the 7-point advantage. Bengals take back over starting on the 25, less than a minute in the first. Burrow gets standing tall, steps out right, spins back in, rivals left. And this one sails too far. He was looking for Patrick on the sideline, but put it too high. Moving to 2nd down now. Bunch set left. Give to Mixon, looking for room right, and he doesn't get it as he's tackled by Osai. And that is officially their first carry of the day. Wasn't a great one though, as they only got 1 yard, and now it is 3rd and 9. But they don't snap the ball as we hit the end of the first quarter with Arizona holding a touchdown lead over the Bengals. Our second quarter begins with Cincinnati facing a 3rd down, needing 9 yards to get the first. Ball is snapped. Slings it middle. He has Chase, who turns upfield, finally tackled down on the logo. And that is inexcusable for Arizona. How did they let a linebacker get matched up with Jamar Chase on that one? Collins did his best, but he got turned inside out on the route, and that was just a pure mismatch from that one. That will get them about 23 on the catch and run, 1 yard shy of midfield. Staying past. Looks, rivals left, has Chase again, tries to find the middle, but he gets swarmed down by a horde of defenders, and that will hold him behind the marker this time. 4 catches thus far for Chase, 2nd and 2. Baker in motion. Give to Mixon, met, and driven down by Allison, and they mark him still a yard short of the line to gain. So, 2 carries today, 2 yards, and now Cincy faces another 3rd down. They snap. Rivals right, another for Chase, and he is swiftly sent down by Marco. And they give their superstar receiver a simple hitch to throw off the cards, and they get to move the chains yet again. Up to the 37, new set of downs now. Give to Mix, no play action, and he goes down. That is a sack on the play for the reigning defensive rookie of the year, B.J. Ojulari, and Burrow didn't even see him coming. The right tackle for Bengals and Lyle Collins never got set in front of him, and so Ojulari was able to fly in untouched and completely ruin the play on that one. With that, they end up losing 8 on the sack, backed up to the 45. Burrow gets. Huff breaks through. Burrow escapes right. Nothing downfield. He steps up but quickly slides down to avoid the hit. And at least he was able to create a little bit of something with the incoming pressure. A third down of the drive from the 43, needing to go a massive 16 to convert. It's a screen, but he can't get to him. The Arizona pass rush got to him way too fast that he couldn't get the ball past his left tackle. And now instead of a chance at a first, they will be forced to punt again. Robbins there standing on the 43. He boots it away. Patterson back to receive, but this one will be sent out of bounds again. A much better one this time, as he will end up pinning the Cards inside the 20. And let's see if James Conner can continue what he's done today, as he's averaging 10.5 yards a carry right now. Arizona start on the 16, going with a shotgun look. Hamler, the lone receiver, left. Murray gets, waits, fires right, and just off the mark. He wanted McBride, but Wilson did enough to prevent it on that one. After the incompletion, moving to second down. Give to Patterson, up the middle, wrapped up by Wilson after crossing the 20. A solid run to set up third down. Here we go, from the 22, needing 5 to avoid the 3 and out. Ball is snapped. Fires left, and it's picked off in the hands of Turner, running it back. Murray meets, but he breaks it. Oh, and he's in! Touchdown, Bengals! And just like that, the Cincinnati defense that needed to prove themselves comes away with a pick-6 touchdown by the way of DJ Turner. It looked like there was a bit of miscommunication about where Hamler's break was supposed to be, and it resulted in Turner getting on the end of it and taking it all the way for the score. McPherson for the point after his kick is up, and it is good. And just like that, this Bengal defense makes a massive play, the kind they didn't make too much a year ago, and it brings this game back level midway through the second quarter. Arizona back with the ball, a fresh drive for them, but now they're working without a lead. Murray gets patient. He escapes right, eyes downfield, decides to step up, and he gets a few before getting shoved out of bounds by Rapp at about the 27. He got 3 on the scramble. Now it's 2nd and 7. They give to Jones. Cuts it upfield. Has room. Turns left. Gets past Joseph. Stiff arm for Rapp. But he can't escape him as he is sent down by him after crossing the 50. And the rookie's first run of the game is huge, as he broke this one big for over 20 yards and across midfield. This was some great team running on this one, as all parties involved threw some great blocks on the play, and Jones just did the rest. Officially goes down as a gain of 25, now in Bengal territory. Ball is snapped. Murray moving right again. Dumps off for Connor, who gets lit up by Hendrickson and cannot hold on. That was a brutal hit to watch, but he looks okay. Murray under center, keeping the formation tight. Back to Connor. Spins off one, pushing behind Hernandez, fighting, and finally dropped near the marker. Down just behind the line. Some great power running there. They get 9 on the carry, so now it's third down, needing just 1 for the first. Murray drops back. He rifles left, and off the mark. He tried to sneak this one in between the 2 defenders, but he just couldn't get Hamler on the end of it. And now it's decision time for Arizona. And they're not leaving. They want to go for it. 4th and 1. They give to Arma. Across the marker, finally wrestled down by a pair of defenders. And it's almost automatic for this offense on 4th and short. Get it to Arma, and he'll get the first. Drive stays alive up to the 32-yard line. Hamler in motion across. He gets, and he's run over by Hendrickson. He never lost sight of where that ball went. And now Hamler looks a bit shaken up, and the doctors will check him out on the sideline after that one. So with that, they end up losing 4 on the busted sweep. 2nd and 14. They give to Connor, and he's stopped quick by Hill. Great work to break through and get to the rusher before he could break it big. And now we are hearing the injury to Hamler is just a bruised knee, and we should see him return later on. So after 2 on the run, it is now a 3rd and 12 from the 34. They snap. Murray, eyes downfield, moving right, fires sideline, and he has Hollywood, who brings it in on the sideline. Another phenomenal grab from their superstar receiver as they look to get him even more production this year. This will be such a problem for defenses this year. They just have such an understanding of where to go to make the big-time plays. They get 22 on the catch, now into the red zone from the 12. And they hand off Connor, and he gets sent to the dirt by Wilson, and that will hold him to a short gain. The officials give him 2. 2nd and 8 now. What's the call? Murray gets, fires left, and it's picked off. Immediately takes the knee for the touchback. And just like that, the second-year corner, DJ Turner, snags his 2nd pick of the quarter. 1 saving a touchdown, 1 scoring a touchdown. This guy has so much promise for them after being drafted in the second round a year ago. And this is just incredible recovery work as he fights back after being beat off the line. And now this one will remain a tie game as the Bengal offense retakes the field. And now they get the chance to get the lead they haven't held since the early parts of this game. They will end up starting the drive on about the 20-yard line. Patrick getting set over on that right-hand side. Mixon is in the backfield. Snap. Give. No. Play action. Slings it right, and it's Baker, who's immediately driven out by Marco. And this was great by Burrow to get this out because Huff was right in his face. They get 6 on the grab, 2nd and 4 now. Burrow gets again, fires right, and it's picked off in the hands of Collins, moving towards the sideline. Burrow in pursuit. He makes the tackle, sending him out of bounds at the 5. And this Cardinal defense takes the ball right back as it is their standout linebacker, Zaven Collins, who comes away with the ball. He wanted Mixon quick, but put it just too far, and Collins was right there with some nice hands to secure the INT. And now, this swings back to the Arizona offense to have yet another shot to break the stalemate. Let's see what happens here. They end up starting from about 5 yards out. 1st and goal, 2:53 on the play clock. Hollywood motioned across. He get no to Jones, cuts it up the middle, and he's dragged down from behind by Taylor Britt, who makes his way back into the game, and they will not find the end zone just yet. 2 yards closer, though, so now it's 2nd and goal from the 3. They go with another for Jones, up the middle, maneuvers, and he's in! Touchdown, Cardinals! And it's our 3rd round pick, Sean Jones, who slips his way through traffic to get himself into the end zone as the Cards take the lead, just outside the 2-minute warning. There were a ton of bodies in the mix, but Jones displays incredible vision to find the crease, and he gets himself across the goal line to add 6 to the board. And a clutch touchdown for the rookie gets him some love on the sideline if we can get a shot over there. Here is Garfield for the point after. His kick is up, and it is good. As Arizona's point total now moves to 21 as Hawk sends it back. Scott back to receive. He gets and takes the knee for the touchback, and now Joe Burrow gets 2 minutes and 15 seconds to craft a drive to pull this game back even before the break. They end up starting the drive on about the 25-yard line with the touchback. It looks like they're deciding to go with a shotgun look, spreading out the defense on this one. Burrow gets, standing tall, pocket breaking down, dumps it off to Mixon. He meets a wall and is driven to the dirt. A nice little pickup as we hit the 2-minute warning with Cincy looking to create some magic before the break. Final 2 minutes of the half, needing to go 67 for the score with 3 timeouts. Ball is snapped. Throw short for Baker, and he's immediately tackled by White as that will get the 1st down. And now they run back to the line, trying to go high tempo, saving the clock here. Snap. Give to Mix. No play action. Slings it right. And he finds Higgins, who is also taken down by White, but not until he gets enough for the 1st. Saying no huddle, 1 yard shy of midfield. 1.5 minutes left. Another pass call. Standing tall. Fires right. And Mixon can't bring this one in as White flies in to make the big time breakup on the play. Moving to 2nd down now. 1:22 on the clock. They snap. Rivals right. And it's picked off. Quickly pulled down by Higgins, and their hopes of tying it up are completely erased by none other than Marco Wilson as he makes the big-time play. What an interception there from Marco Wilson. Higgins got caught up with Williams, who pressed him inside that legal 5 yards, and it left Marco with an uncontested shot at the pick. And he secures it to get back to his offense, allowing them to chew this clock down and potentially extend their lead. Arizona starts the drive on the 47. 3 yards shy of midfield, 1:20 on the clock. Murray handles the snap, gives to Connor to midfield, dropped by a Pratt, but it looks like they want to go hurry up. Maybe trying to catch Cincinnati off guard with high pace. They still have all 3 timeouts. They snap, it's a screen, but he unloads deep left. He has Hamler, 10-5, touchdown Cardinals! And Kyler Murray just made one of the best judgment calls I've ever seen, opting out of the screen and instead throwing a long ball touchdown to none other than KJ Hamler. The receivers were running streaks to clear out the secondary, but Turner lost the battle way too easy, and that led Murray to lay in the deep ball for Hamler to bring in the touchdown. And with that, We are hearing the injury to Bryce Huff has occurred. He's left the game with a broken thumb, and that will be ending his preseason for the day. Garfield will come out for the point after. His kick is up, and it is good. And the Cardinals capitalize off the interception and double their advantage with under a minute left in the half. Hawk kicks us back off. Scott back to receive. He gets and takes the knee for the touchback, and they may have given Burrow too much time to work with. They start on the 25, needing to go 75 for the score. 58 seconds left. Snap. It's a screen. Gets to Chase. Past White. Dragged down from behind by Collins, and that will force Cincy to burn their first time out. They get 7 on the screen up to the 32. Burrow gets. Fires left. Has Chase again, but he's immediately wrapped up by Williams to hold him short. And now they decide to go no huddle, needing more yards before they decide to burn another timeout. Ball is snapped. Allison pressuring. Burrow steps back and rifles right. He finds Higgins. Baker whiffs. 15-10, 5. Touchdown, Bengals. And this was just such a gorgeous throw to get T. Higgins into the end zone. Burrow was moving the other way and on the run laid the ball out perfectly in front of his man and got just far enough away to make Baker miss. And then it was just a straight sprint to glory on that one. Here's McPherson for the point after. His kick is up and good. And that pulls this one right back to a one-score affair. Arizona gets the ball back. This half is not over just yet. 25 seconds left on the clock. Murray gets. Looking. Rifles left. Has Ertu head straight out of bounds to preserve the clock as it will stop at 21 seconds. They do get 9 on the grab. Up to the 32. Snap again. It's a screen. Gets to Jones. A block from Hernandez, jukes inside and is wrestled down by multiple defenders as Arizona now use their first time out of the day. And they have a real chance to get some points out of this, as that was a nice pickup there. A swift 11 yards on the play, nearing midfield. Murray drops back. He slings it deep middle. McBride goes up, but he gets rocked and can't hold on. 2 big hits put on by Joseph and Awuzie. They lose 4 seconds, down to just 9. Give to Khan. No, play action. He fires right, and it's batted down. Great work from Awuzie to look back for the ball to knock that one away. And with just 3 seconds left, no shot at a kick now, so it's Hail Mary time. Ball is snapped. Standing tall, letting receivers get downfield. He unloads. Into the pile they go up. And no one comes down with it as the clock hits 0. And we can finally move into the halftime break with the Cardinals leading the Bengals by a score of 28-21 after 2 quarters of play. Now let's send you back to the studio for the halftime report. Thank you for that introduction, and this game has been filled with offensive highlights all around. Both teams have been ready to be in regular season form and ready to go. Thank you for your time, and now let's take you back to the field for this second half of action. Hawk kicks off our second half. Scott back to receive. He gets in the end zone, takes the knee for the touchback, and we will be looking to see if T. Higgins has another special quarter as he has already crossed the 100-yard mark on the day. Cincy will start their first drive of the second quarter on the 25, going with an empty look as they look to draw this game even. Burrow gets. Rifles middle, and oh my, a bad drop from Chase as he's usually much better than that. Moving to second down now, it's going to be a 2nd and 10 here. Ball is snapped. Burrow spins out left, fires, and this one is thrown out of bounds. That could have been a sack on 2 different occasions there. So a quick 3rd down for Cincinnati, needing 10 to avoid the 3 and out. Staying pass. Pressure coming, and he goes down. That is a sack on the play for B.J. Ojulari, and that is the 2nd time he has dropped Burrow today, and he had no chance at escaping on that one. The pocket broke down off the left side, forcing him right, and that put him right into the arms of Ojulari. So out comes Robbins for the punt, standing on the 8. He boots it away. Patterson back to receive. He takes from the 35, moving straight, and he is tackled down short of the 50. And that means Arizona will now get their first crack of the second half. And let's see what they can put together with the ball here. You know they've talked about what happened in the first half. This drive will start on the 47. 2 tight ends, Hamler and Hollywood the receivers. Give to Jones, no play action. Rifles left, and Hollywood lays out for it. touchdown near the 30, but an incredible snag from their superstar receiver creates the big-time completion. He is simply elite. They bought such a lot of time here on the play fake, and Hollywood repaid them for it by showing off some pure athleticism, and that's why he's paid the big bucks. 24 on the reception, inside field goal range. Murray drops back, pressure coming, tosses middle, and just off the mark, the ball wasn't clean, and McBride could not adjust to it. After the incompletion, switching to the I form. They pitch it right. Jones, following blocks, hits the hole, and is tripped up as someone got a hand on the shoe. But there's a Bengal down in the play, and it's their defensive captain, DJ Reader, and he will head to the sideline to get checked out now. So they do end up getting 7 on the run. Now it's third down, needing 3 yards to convert. Hollywood back in motion. He get no to Jones, and he is swallowed up as soon as he gets the ball. And that is Sam Hubbard who flew in on that one to make the big-time stop in the backfield. He was not fooled at all as he was there right at the point of the handoff. So that means Garfield takes his first field goal try of the day from 41 yards out. His kick is up and good. And with that, the Cards take a 2-score advantage after a solid initial drive that ends in 3 more points. Bengals back with the ball starting on the 25. Bunch set moves to the right side. Burrow gets, and it's a draw, and he is ripped down immediately. A bold call with a surprising Joe Burrow run, but Ojulari thwarts that with his 3rd TFL of the game. They lose 3 on the play, backed up to the 22. Ball is snapped. Fires left, has Chase and wrestled down by the pair of Collins and Barrett. But there is a Bengal down on this play, and it's the 30-year-old receiver Tim Patrick. And the Docs are immediately taking him to the back after that one. They do get the first after 13 on the catch. Now they hand off Mixon, has a massive lane across the marker, and a nice open field tackle from Baker. Stops him after crossing the 45. And just their 4th run call of the day gets them a very nice pickup on the ground. So they get 12 on that carry. Now they will find themselves 3 yards shy of midfield. Back to the pass. Slings it left. Chase brings it in, fighting forward, and finally sent down. And they say he got just enough. Some incredible fight there, making up for the earlier drop. Under 8 minutes left in the third now. Into enemy territory. Burrow drops back. Rifles left. And right back to Chase. He's put down by Barrett. And they are responding to the prior punt very well. That is another 7 through the air. 2nd and 3. They snap. Slings it middle, and it's Baker who holds on through the hit. A very tough one to hold on to right there. Now moving the chains up to the 30. They give to Mixon off the left side, pulled down by Thompson with help from Edwards. Another nice run for this offense. They get 8 on the ground. 2nd and 2. Burrow drops back. Quick fires left. Has Chenault, who is quickly dragged down by Barrett. And that will now move them inside the 20. Up to the 17. Into the red zone. What did they decide to do? They're staying pass. Rifles right. Hits Higgins. Taken down by a pair of defenders. This defense has no answers right now. That will be 8 more through the air. So now it's 2nd and 2 from the 9. Burrow gets patient. Slings it right. Has Baker but can't hold on. Great work from Kaiser White to dislodge it. That will set up 3rd down. 2 yards gets the first. 9 the score. They give to Mixon. Cuts it right. Fought down near the marker. And the officials say he got just enough. And that will once again move the 6 for Cincy as they will get back to a goal-to-go situation. Now they will get a few more tries at the end zone from 6 yards out, looking to bring this back to 1 score. Another pass call. Fires left, and he has it. Touchdown, Bengals. And of course it would be Jamar Chase, Burrow's favorite target, who would bring in the touchdown to grab in the closing half of this game. This was just best on best with Marco matched up with Chase in the end zone, and he created enough separation on his break to get an uncontested catch attempt in the back of the end zone, which he has secured. What a play there. Now they will bring out McPherson once more for the extra point. His kick is up, and it is good. And that brings this game back to a field goal margin with just over 4 minutes in the third quarter. Arizona back on offense, starting on the 25, going with a split back look. They give to Jones, hits the hole, and he is dragged down by Awuzie. A nice run to start the drive there. So they end up getting 6 on the carry. 2nd and 4 now. Murray gets. Rifles left. Has Hamler, who runs straight into a trio of defenders who send him down near the 45. And just the perfect play call there for Hamler against that specific defense. Let's take a second look at it right here. The defender was playing the far quarter on the left side, and the simple slant left him no chance to make a play on that one. They do end up getting 13 on that grab, nearing midfield now. Snap. Handed off Jones. Moving right. Avoids Hendrickson. Cuts it back left, and now he's finally wrestled down by Awuzie. Some great elusiveness on display there. 5 yards on the run. 2.5 left in the quarter. Murray drops back. He fires right, has Hamler wide open, down the sideline, wrap crashing across, and finally wrestled down near the 20. But a massive breakdown in coverage for the Bengal defense leads to a massive gash from Hamler. Unbelievable breakdown there. The Cincinnati defense can't be doing that this year. It looks like a linebacker got confused on the man coverage as he thought he was switching with the safety coming across, and it left him wide open for the big play. They get 31 on the reception, into the red zone now. Snap. Give to Jones, looking for a hole, but there is none as he gets swallowed up quickly, and he may have very well have lost a little bit as well. After the failed run, moving to 2nd down. Back to the pass, patient with the ball. Slings it left, and it's picked off in the hands of Turner again. Pulled down by McBride just outside the end zone, and that is a 3rd interception in just as many quarters for DJ Turner, who may very well be creating his starting unit position right now. He wanted McBride, who was crossing the goal line uncontested, but this ball just gets overthrown, and Turner makes a phenomenal adjustment to find the ball and get 2 hands on it. And as Jamar Chase plays his last few snaps, let's recognize how amazing he has been with his production today, with 11 receptions on 12 targets, over 100 yards, and a score. Burrow and company will start on the 2, mixing the lone back in the end zone. He will get, looking for a hole, powering forward as he's dragged down by Allison. And that's a little bit of breathing room for them. They are still backed up, though, from the 5, working out of this predicament. Burrow gets. He rifles left, and it's batted down. Great coverage from Williams to blanket Chenault deep. That means we have an early 3rd down to come, needing 7 to avoid the 3 and out. The ball is snapped. Standing tall. Fires middle. This time Chenault has it wide open, fought down by a horde of defenders near the 20. A nice conversion through the air on that one, as that will bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter, with Cincy trailing by a mere field goal. Our final quarter of play begins as the backups now enter the game, the rookie Finney and a QB. They go stretch left. Evans caught behind a blocker, and he gets set down by Thomas. Well behind the line, but a guy who will be playing mostly special teams this year. With that, they lose 3 on the run. Backed up to the 18. Finney gets. Spins out left. Hit, and the ball is out. Scooped back up by Carmen. Tackled down by Ojulari. And they escape disaster as Thomas very nearly caused a game-changing turnover. They lose another 11 on the fumble. So now it is 3rd down, needing to get to the 31 for the 1st. Ball is snapped. Finney escapes right. Nothing open. White crashes and spins him to the dirt. And he is marked down at the 2. So they do avoid the safety, but a very impressive defensive stand from the backups. Out comes Robbins for the punt, standing in his own end zone. He will get, boots it away. Pascal back to receive. He takes from the 49, moving right, and he's spun down by Summers very quickly. And now the backup offense for Arizona enters for the first time today. Clayton Tune at the helm, starting on the Bengal 45, empty set. Ball is snapped. Looking, running right, and he goes down. That is his tackle in the play from B.J. Hill. But the real credit should go to Davis Gaither off that left side. So they end up losing 6 on the play. Backed up to the 49 again. They pitch it left. Jones with the ball. Meets contact, and he gave it his best effort, but he was outmanned after a solid gain. That means we have 3rd down, needing 13 yards to avoid the 3 and out. Tune gets. Looking. Rifles left. He finds Pascal. is swiftly taken down by George. An incredibly clutch connection, as that will keep the drive alive for the Cardinals. Toon saw the positioning of the defender and anticipated the space, and he lays it in a perfect ball for his receiver as he neared the sideline. They get 26 on the grab. New set of downs now. Give to Jones. No, play action. He fires right, and Ertz rips it down. Tackled by Daxton Hill, and the veteran tight end brings in the catch to get his team 1 yard away from Pater, very nearly taking it in himself there. He got a one-on-one opportunity against the corner, and of course with that size he's known for, he won. Another 22 through the air, and now it's 1st and goal from the 1. Toon drops back, quick fires, and he's in! Touchdown Cardinals, and it's their brand new fullback, Alex Arma Jr., who brings in his first touchdown of the preseason, and that versatility is why they wanted to bring him in. Usually in short yardage, they've been running it with him, so Cincinnati sent the house, and instead they throw it to him as he is left wide open for the touchdown score. Garfield for the point after. His kick is up, and it is good. And their 5th touchdown of the day moves their point total to 38. The Bengal offense returns to the field, starting on the 25, down 2 scores. Give to Evan, no, play action. Steps out left, pressure close, and this one, he sends it out of bounds. Lonnie Johnson was ready to eat that one up there. Now moving to 2nd down, 7.5 minutes left in the game. Finney gets. He rifles left, and he finds Jones as he is immediately sent to the dirt. That was a beautiful find as he hit the perfect pocket between 3 defenders. Gain of 13 on the pass up to the 38. They go stretch right. Evans cuts up, but nowhere to go as he gets completely ran over by Jackson. No gain on the play. So that means it's still a 2nd and 10. Going with another for Evan. No, play action. He rolls out right. Unloads deep downfield. Batted up for Rhett, and he can't make the play. That one very nearly ended in a diving interception. After the incompletion, we now have 3rd down, still needing 10 to convert. And the ball is snapped. Fires left. Chenault has, but he can't hold on as Edwards puts on a perfect hit to knock that ball out. And that will force 4th down for Cincinnati. They have nothing to lose, so the Bengals are going for it. From the 38, 3rd straight pass. Here they go. He slides it left, fires middle. He has Chenault this time. He holds on all the way to the ground. And they will have a successful 4th down conversion. At the last minute, he saw Chenault breaking open and hits him perfectly in stride. Drive-saving play there. Under 6 minutes left now. Give to Evans. Cuts back middle, and he gets bowled over by White, making him pay for trying to get extra. They get 2 on the run. 2nd and 8 now. They snap. Rifles left, and it's dropped. A rough one for Jones on what would have been a 1st down catch. Another 3rd down now. From the 45, going split back. Finney will get. Standing tall. Rifles middle. He has Chenault streaking down the middle, and he's in. Touchdown Bengals. And there's the play he's been chasing all day. The blazing speed of Laviska Chenault gets them a breakaway touchdown to make this a game again. A perfect play call to draw up a streak with 2 wide safeties, and all he has to do is take the daylight ahead of him, and he is now getting a ton of love from the sideline right now as he drags this one back to a 1-score game pending the extra point. I'm sorry, pending. It's always a 1-score. Touchdown may save the game here. McPherson's kick is up and good, and now that the extra point is there, less than 5 minutes left in the game, the difference is just a field goal. Arizona offense with the possession once more, starting on the 21. I-form look. They hand off Bradford up the left side, tackled by 2 defenders and brought down short of the marker. But a nice run for them to start. They do get 7 on the carry. It is now a 2nd and 3. They go with another for Bradford. Moving right, finds the edge across the marker. Jukes inside and finally sent down to the 40. And a very nice start for him on his first 2 carries as he's right around 20 yards already. A brilliant burst of speed worked him wonders there. Look at that, just nobody in sight. New set of downs now, game winding down. They're going to go with a stretch right for Bradford. Moving right, flag is out. Breaks a tackle and then gets sent down by the follow-up. But what is that flag for? and they get the receiver Amari Rodgers on a holding call. So that will back them up 10 from the spot of the foul. So now it's a 1st and 16 from the 34. Another run, Bradford slips through, has room as he cuts it left, and is fought down by a pair of defenders. And now we'll get back all the lost yardage and then some. So they get 13 on the run. 2 yards shy of midfield now. Toon drops back. He takes a shot. Deep left. And it's knocked away. Great work from Hill to get a hand on that ball. That incompletion will bring us to 3rd down from the 48, needing 3 yards to convert. So they give to Bradford, up the middle, across the marker, cuts it back, block from Johnson, finally ran down by George after crossing the 38, and that was excellent ball carrying there. Just perfect vision on display. Let's get another look at this here. This was just amazing job to stay patient and wait for his blocker to get ahead, and that right there will be bringing us to the 2-minute warning with the Cards trying to end this game right here. Our final 2 minutes of the game, Cardinals with the ball, a few first downs will end this one. Give to Bradford, shifting through the middle, wrapped up near the 25 as Cincy uses their first timeout. After 5 on the run, up to the 24. Now they go to Jones, up the middle, across the marker, and pulled down near the 15 as the Bengals now use their second timeout. Down to 1:53, 1 timeout for Cincinnati. Back to Bradford, caught from behind by Hubbard, as they will now use their final timeout. So no more left, 1:51 on the clock. Yet another run. Bradford breaks it wide, turns it up, jukes inside, and across the marker. Wrestled down just shy of the goal line, and that will clinch this game for them after that phenomenal run. Now they will set up in victory formation. They kneel once, they get set up again, they will kneel again. And with that, the Arizona Cardinals have officially finished the preseason undefeated as they beat the Bengals by a score of 38-35. A very exciting game to say the least, but now the slates get swept clean as it's time to look to the regular season where the Cards will begin on the road as they head to Miami to take on the Dolphins.